What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to take a look at the current long-range meta within Warzone Season 2. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and comment if you want to see more stuff like this. Let's get into the video. Okay, so before we get into the class setups for these rifles, we're going to first show you my new website I just launched called warzoneclasses.com. And here, what you can do is you can see class setups from almost from most guns in the game. We are currently working on adding more guns. So far on this, we have a little brief description of the site. Got a few of the top guns. You can click here to see all the other categories, and then here we got credit to streamers that I've credited through these other weapons. You have J God, True Game Data, Joe Woe, Iceman Isaac, Face Booyah, Swag, TP, Symphony. We have Modern Warzone, Exclusive Ace, Cloaksy, Huskers, Aiden, Diaz, Biffle, Super Evan, and Z-Laner so far. So to view the other weapons, if you are interested in the top ones, which we will kind of regularly change these out depending on like different nerfs and buffs, but you can click on these, which are generally the most popular and best of like right now. And then we have right here, you can click to see every other category, or up here. So if we click here, it takes us to this page. You choose from here. We're gonna add some more stuff here, but let's say for the sake of this video, we're going long range, and then click on whatever gun you want. This is all we got so far. Working on adding some more stuff. These are just placeholders for right now, but we got 17 on here. So currently, if you want to look at that, you can. Each page will look similar like this. So class setup, and then a video that links you to some streamer or content creator. You can go back, click on another one, your XM4. Shows you a gun of someone using that weapon you're looking for, and shows all the attachments that they use. It may be one of my personal builds, but yeah, just want to show you that. Now let's get into the class setups. First on the list is going to be the Bren. Obviously, Bren's one of the best guns in the game right now. Everyone knows that. So what you can run on the Bren is you can run the Mercury silencer or the MX silencer. Maybe Mercury if you're playing on Rebirth, and MX if you're playing on Verdansk. Then for right now, you'd probably be better off using the Royal, because I'm pretty sure it still improves your damage range by a lot. But once that does get adjusted, this is going to be the best option. Use the hand stop with the G16 2.5x optic, the Hogginson SP2B stock. Use this 40 round magazine, lengthened, polymer, tight grip, and fully loaded. Very easy to use gun. Like, good for Rebirth. Maybe gotta switch a few things around to make it a little bit quicker for Rebirth, but overall, fantastic build. Next gun we're gonna look at is the Automaton. And for this build, if you build it the right way, can control recoil. It's super easy to use, super predictable. Like super predictable recoil pattern. MX silencer, the Zach 600mm BFA barrel. The same optic as before. Going to see a trend where personally I like this optic a lot. I think it's pretty clean. Might want to use a different reticle if you have something unlocked. This isn't bad, but if you have another reticle unlocked, might be better. Then you're gonna want to put on hand stop, 75 round drum, lengthened, polymer grip. Polymer grip and tie grip are normally going to be the go-to. Then you can use the Zac skeletal or the padded for more recoil control during sustained fire and flinch resistance. So, really preference. If you feel like you want a little bit more mobility, maybe like more rebirth, this more Verdansk, but preference. Next, we got two Cold War rifles, pretty familiar with. Got the EM2, the agency silencer, task force barrel, field agent grip, 40 round magazine, and axle arms 3 times optic. When I use the axle arms in this game, I personally always like to go with the scalpel sight. You can get this in zombies by getting, I think it's 500 kills in zombies. It might be more, but I know it's at least 500. But it has to be done in Cold War zombies. But EM2, great rifle, easy to use. Then we got the C58, Agency Task Force, Field Agent, 45 round drum, and the actual arms 3 times with the same reticle as before. Both pretty interchangeable. Again, a lot of the guns on this list are going to be preference for like the top 5 or 6. Those are going to be like the general best of the best guns to use. Next, we got the Cooper carbine. Same optic as before. MX silencer, Cooper custom barrel with the hand stop, 60 round drums, lengthened, polymer, tie grip, and fully loaded. Pretty much most of your Vanguard long range rifles are going to be the same build, same silencer, hand stop, lengthened, polymer, tie grip, fully loaded, and then you can mess around with the mags. Generally, this is really easy to use. It can be very consistent, so I like that one. Then next up, we got the XM4. I go with agency suppressor, task force barrel, field agent grip, 60 round magazine. Can go 45 if you not too worried about that. And then actual arm 3 times again with the scalpel reticle right here. That's how I build it out. Next up on the list, now we kind of moved out of that like the best rifles there are. Move back down low. Move back down to like the top tier guns, not exactly meta, but really good options. Personally, if I wanted to use a Modern Warfare gun, I'm going with the AMAX. I think it's just very good, familiar gun. I like it a lot. I know people like Joel like the AMAX, but I like using the monolithic Zodiac barrel, Commando foregrip, 45 round mag, and the VLK 3 times optic. If you want to, you can switch out Commando foregrip with tac laser if you can control the recoil, but personally, I like to be a little more consistent with my shots, and I go with Commando. Next up, we got the Farah. Keep in mind, like right now, from now on, the order I put these guns in, they're not going to be in like the best, like, and then all the way down to the worst. Out of these 15 is just going to be like really interchangeable. Okay, so I go with Guru Suppressor, the Spetsnaz RPK barrel, Spetsnaz grip, the 60 round mag, in action arms 3 times with the scalpel sight again. And then got the STG. Again, pretty copy paste build. MX silencer, hand stop, longest barrel, the DD 766 can't speak. Next, we got the STG with the MX silencer, the DD 760 millimeter barrel, and we got the hand stop, 50 round mag, the very first one. I prefer this one. You can't go with this one, but again, get that control. Be very consistent with that. I think that's the way to go. I go with lengthened polymer. Since there's no tight grip, I go with sleight of hand. You can go with whatever you want. Vital, it does hurt recoil control and accuracy, so I tend to stay away from that. I want as much like consistency as I can. Because of how fast time to kill is, I want consistency. I don't really need movement speed stuff. I just go with sleight of hand. Then we got the precision stock. Can go with like folding stock if you want a little more movement speed or something, but precision's pretty good because it helps with recoil control and aim on sight speed. Maybe you can go with weighted, get a little more control, flinch resistance, but preference. Next up, we got the MG82. Very familiar gun from like Season 6 of Cold War Warzone. Or Season 5, one or the other. Agency Suppressor, Task Force Barrel, Axe Arms 3 times, Field Agent Grip, and the Serpent Wrap. If you don't really want the Serpent Wrap, you can go with the bigger magazine. Or maybe a stock that helps with your aimed on sight movement speed. But I go with Serpent. Makes it a little bit snappier. Next up, we got the Finn LMG. I put the monolithic on the adverse barrel because it gives it an incredible time to kill. It's one of the fastest in the game. Like, it's incredible. But you do have a only 75 round magazine. And I do like to put the tack laser on, so it is a little more snappier again. And then I put on the VOK with Commando foregrip. Then we got the M4A1. All reliable. Classic build. Most people know this. Monolithic, Grenadier barrel, VLK optic, Commando foregrip, and the 60 round magazine. They're a reliable gun. Keep in mind, I do like to run the T-pose if I'm using the VLK optic. Not too bad to unlock. Just a couple kills and headshots. Not too long. I think it is better than the blue V, though. I've tried the blue V, or whichever one it is. Yeah, blue V, okay. I prefer it over the blue V. Then we got the AK-47. A little bit of a higher skill gun to use, but still very good gun. It really does compete, but just a little bit harder to use. Got the cruise suppressor, Spetsnaz RPK barrel, Spetsnaz grip, 45 round mag, or the 60. And then Axle Arms 3 times with the Scalpel reticle. Great gun to use. Really enjoy it. Growl. It does fry. The growl does fry. Obviously not as good as it once did before, but very easy gun to use. A lot of people's favorites. You can do a VOK 3 times, or you can take off the sights and you can put on a tack laser. Maybe tack laser if you're playing Rebirth. If I'm playing Caldera, I will probably go with VLK. Okay, just saying. Then, last one. Probably one not many people expected. The Bruin. I think still a great gun. I think that the Finn and the MG82 and the Bren, all those guns are going to be better than the Bruin. But maybe when the Bren gets nerfed, and depending on how much it gets nerfed, this can be a contender again. Just because you do have a 60 round magazine. Like a regular AR, but just the power and the bullet penetration of an LMG. Phenomenal gun. One of my favorite metas was the Bruin. Really fun gun to use. Use a monolithic, summit barrel, tack laser, 60 round mag, and the VOK. If you want a little more control, you can put on the commando instead of the tac laser, but I prefer the tac laser because it makes a little more feel like an AR. And keep in mind, if you do not want to use the VOK, you can go with the Corp Combat Holo with the blue dot. Can't go with that. Personally, I like a little bit more range, so I go with the VOK. Thank you for sticking to the end of the video. Make sure you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know what other weapon categories you want to see me do next. Make sure to check out my website at warzoneclasses.com to see what classes are best to use right now in Warzone. We try to update it to the current meta. You can also see plenty of other stuff on the website. We're always trying to add more. So check that out. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.